What a mess. Hey guys, back with another video. You want to see me use this? Okay, calm down. Let me show you what I'm dealing with, okay? Alright, you can see the whole thing's blown apart for the most part. I've got the bottom ball joints out, got the CV axle out. I had to take it out of the spindle and get it completely out of the way because I couldn't get this bottom ball joint undone. Which it's very interesting how these go on. The top are pressed in, the bottom is pressed in, and then there's a big nut that goes on the top of it to screw it on the rest of the way. So what I'm dealing with right now is this. Okay, this one came out no issue, right? Well, it's in there right now because I needed to hold this in place so I can try to work on getting that one out, but that one popped out no issue. This one, for some reason, it's rusted. It's stuck in that metal rod that goes in the middle of the bearing, or not the bearing, the bushing, my bad. It's stuck there. As you can see, I've been beating the crap out of it. Hasn't been going anywhere. So, went by the shop, picked up a Burnzomatic torch, and just got me a little cheapo lighter here. I did go give me some new, a new can of PB Blaster because I was running pretty low. So I've already got this thing soaking. I'm going to try to light it, see if I can get the bushing to burn out of it, and then I can just press in new ones whenever I get this control arm off. And the only reason I'm taking this whole thing off is because I've got to go to the shop to press these in because I don't have a press here at the house. So yeah, it's been very fun. All right. Got our torch here. Go ahead and get this puppy lighted. Trying to see if I can get this bush in here to catch on fire so it'll melt out of there. There we go, just let it sit for a minute. As soon as that flame goes out, spray some more PB Blaster down in there. Because I've got to get this bolt to come loose. You can probably see it from where the camera is now, but the bolt, the threads on the end of it they're smashed. Because my 4-pound hammer here seems to tear stuff up, but it doesn't seem to make stuff happen. But I'm not blaming the hammer. It is absolutely stuck. Just let it get some of that rubber melted out. We'll spray it with some more blaster. See if I can get this thing free, because I've got to get these out. Alright, let that burn a little bit longer. Let's see if I can just get that rubber melted away on it. Then I'll be able to go back to swinging on this thing so I can make something happen. By asking yourself why I have this. Should I use it? No, I shouldn't. But it's me or the truck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not losing in this situation. So let me show you why I'm fixing to do what you shouldn't do. Okay, so using the torch, I got most of the rubber melted. It's not all gone on this side, but I don't need it to be gone to see that the that pin in the middle that the bolt, you know, sits in it's free, and it's moving back and forth a lot when I hammer on it with the big hammer. But still, just the bolt and the center tube metal piece thing are still moving around together. So I'm just going to order some new bushings, get them pressed in, go replace this bolt because it's messed up anyway, and we're just going to put a slit there, cut it off on both sides, pull my control arm out, and go from there. As you can see, we got it cut off. So that's done. I need to try to get this to move this way just a tiny bit, which I think I got Serm to knock it over so we can get in there. I might melt the rest of that rubber off first with the torch so that I can not have it in my way, because that's going to be a little bit more interesting to do, I think, than the other side. But maybe not, we'll see. Let's give this thing a try and see if we can make something happen now. By the way, I'm using the ABS sensor to tie my control arm up here. You shouldn't do that either, because ABS sensors are pretty expensive. Now, I'm not tearing this one up or anything like that. You should, I'm just saying, be easy with them if you do something like this. Because I need a way to hold this bad boy up so that it's not all up in my way. I think that'll do the trick. Alrighty, we did some damage. Get this thing dropped down. See, maybe I can hit it from this top side. Alright, well, we did some damage to it. Don't know if we got a good enough spot here to try to hit from the top. I just tried one before, and it didn't work out too well. I might just have to keep doing it from the bottom and just see if we can get this thing to snap off. I wonder if I can hammer one of my wedges up in there hard enough to break it, but I doubt it. These bolts are pretty strong. I might have to get some grade 8s when I replace this one. But luckily I've got this good one over here, so I can use it as a measuring device for a new one. So. See if I can knock this between these two. Definitely go between them. got some more cut out of it. I really need to see if I can just keep going at it from down here. Oh, nice. Don't know if we can break that just yet, but we sure can try. See if I can turn my bolt in a better spot, if it'll let me. Wiggle it out some more. Well, let's try again, I guess. Okay, maybe I can get them to break away now. Really cool if it did. Oh, come on, you sucker. So I don't know if you can see it from there. You might can, I don't know. But this, the piece that bolt is sitting in is just turning with it. Because, I mean, even before I melted half the rubber off of it, it was still doing that. So, I mean, the rubber wasn't keeping it from going anywhere anyway. Which is supposed to. That's basically what controls your camber adjustment, which is where your control arm sits. The rubber in there acts as like a tensioner. Just like how this truck has torsion bars for the front suspension, there's no springs, only shocks. This acts as a spring. What this does here is basically, if you can see it, is basically the same thing as what this does here. Oh man, it looks rough. But some stuff moved around here, so I might be able to keep cutting from the bottom and see what we can make happen. In case you haven't noticed, I do not have the guard on my grinder here. Yes, it's very important and you're supposed to have it to keep you from, you know, cutting your hand open or off. Either one sounds pretty bad to me. But I needed the extra room that the guard was taking up. So anyway, we've made some more big incisions there. Now I'm wonder if I can see. Now I'm actually drilling straight through that bolt. Before it was just that sleeve that the bolt sits through. You may notice I keep touching this thing even though it's hot. I don't know why. It does hurt, so don't do it. Let's see what I can do. Almost there. I need it to be there. Oh my gosh. Well, let's just keep beating on it. Oh hell, it's breaking off of there. The bolt's bending because it's just barely holding on there. Man, almost. Lord, it's a mess in there. Well, maybe if I try to move the bolt now, it'll twist it off. No? What do you mean, no? It ain't hot, is it? If I can just get it to break off of there. Well, maybe not. Something happened. Looks like we still have some more rubber in our way. That's all it's doing, is churning the rubber. I get the heat back on it, get the rest of that rubber out of the way, move on to something new. Don't do this, by the way. All right, we got some more of our rubber melted away. Maybe we can get some of it out. Well, she's off. All it took was some more cutting, more twisting. I did have it all on recording, but for some reason the camera cut the recording short, so I don't know why it did that, but it is off. I've got to get a socket, I think it's like a 10 or 11 millimeter, and undo this so I don't tear up my sensor cord here. The control arm is off. I'll have to get new bushings, get them pressed in. Of course, I mean, these are just shot. I mean, we can see why. And get my new ball joints pressed in, and we'll finally be able to start putting this thing back together. So, alrighty guys, I just got off the phone with our Riley's. I've got my new parts coming in the morning. I'm going to replace the sway bar end links. I may have mentioned, if I didn't, I think they're shot now. I wasn't going to replace them because when I was looking at them before I took the truck apart, they didn't look that bad. But now that I've got this sway bar at a goofy angle, they're all shot, so I'm gonna go and replace those. I do have the new control arm bushings on the way. I've got to go pick those up in the morning, and I'll go ahead and just get my end links while I'm there. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I'll get with you guys tomorrow afternoon with the video posted, so we can continue to work on this thing. I'm excited for my next project. I'm not going to give any details on that yet. It is a personal vehicle. It's not a customer's. I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. I've got a great plan for it. If I can get this truck finished up and get a couple things done to my daily driver here that it needs, I can finally get to my car. That's all I'm going to say. But y'all are going to love it, I promise. It's really cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll let you know what else I get done. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Leave me a comment. If you got any suggestions for anything that I might be doing that you might want to see done differently to pick on me, let me know. I mean, I'm doing this in my driveway. The shop is full. The shop is my dad's anyway. It's not mine. Some of my stuff is there. I mainly just, I mean, the only time I go over there is if I'm helping him work on something. So all my stuff that I work on is usually here at my place. You know, I've got my own tools and stuff over here. Anyway, I'll go to you guys tomorrow. I'll let you know what else I get done, and I'll continue to bring you along on my journey. Thank you guys for watching so much. Bye.